Okay, so according to many requests, today in this video I'm going to tell you how to play as Wesker Boss in Resident Evil 5. So these are the files you need to download and the links are in the descriptions. There's also two Wesker Boss versions, and here's one and here's two. And this is the Ultimate Trainer and its patches for the mill anytime, and if you want to play Wesker in story mode. I recommend you to always start with the trainer. So okay, after you downloaded all of these, you need to extract them out. I've already extracted these three and we extract the others too, so we can use them just like this. Same goes for trainer 2. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Okay, so first of all we start with the patches. I've managed to put the patches all together in one single file, because in the original website they are just separated patches that you need to download, and you need to install them in the right order, as I mentioned here, to have the best result for your game and not any crashes. But for the best usage, I've put them all together and in one single folder, and you can just copy these in your game file, and also the link is in the description. So now you need to go to where your Resident Evil 5 is installed, and if you don't know where that is, you can bring up your launcher, which in my case is Steam. Go to Resident Evil 5, right click, properties, installed files, and you click on browse. This will show you the your Resident Evil 5 folder. So the method I'm using here is copying the folders. So you're gonna be installing all the mods in this folder, native PC _ empty. So if you someday wanted to uninstall all these mods, so you need to have a backup of this folder. So I recommend you to copy it somewhere else and keep it there, and whenever you wanted to uninstall all these, you just delete this folder and replace it with the older one. So you can also back up game files using your launcher, Steam or Epic Games. And keep in mind that the URHEIM only works on the original version of the game on Steam or Epic Games. Okay, so we start, as I said, we start with patches for Ultimate Trainer. So we open up the file and we copy the native PC folder to our game files. Okay, click paste and wait for it to be replaced or be copied, whatever. And whenever you got this message, press replace the files in the destination, because some of the files have the same names and they will just replace the other one and do the trick. Okay, so now your patches are installed. If you go to the game and open up the trainer, and keep in mind that always run it as administrator. Now if you go into the game, you can use the swap character feature and all of the features of the trainer without any crashes in your game. Okay, so now first I go with the older version, which includes two separate folders, and one is the main mod and the another one is the prerequisite. So obviously you first go with the prerequisite. So open up the files, Wesker Boss Pack patch, and you again copy the native PC file to your game file. Again, if you got this message, press on the replace. Okay, that's it. Now close this one, and now for the main mod. So there are several folders in this pack. So as you can see, it's mentioned here, you need to install this one first. And press on the replace button. Okay, so now your Wesker Boss Midnight version is installed, plus Jill Battle Suite, which her zipped up version. If you want to use code version or Wesker code in the Last Nightmare version, so you need to install these two. For example, I want to go with the Wesker code, and this one is for sometimes that when Wesker's pistol will be invisible. If you had that bug, you need to install this one, but if not, I go with this. So again, the same process. We copy native PC folder in our game files and press on replace. Okay, so again, and if you want to use the Guild device version, you need to go to the Boss Guild folder and install this and this. As you can see, this is the prerequisite. There's also another prerequisite for the zip one here, which you can install, but as you can see, it's only for the Last Nightmare version. So for example, I want to use the Guild device version. Again, we copy. It is recommended to install this one first, and we go for the normal. There's no need to install both of these, only one you need. Again, replace it in your game files. And now for the main mod, again, copy the native PC folder in your game files, press on replace. Now the Guild device version is also installed. So yes, that's the mods, the 4 first folders. There are 2 other folders. Last one is Boss Wesker Specialist, which shows you a list of Wesker's dialogues if you want to use them using the trainer. Not a big deal. And this one is Mercenaries music. So there are 8 separate custom music for your Mercenaries mode. You want to change them. One is Wesker Midnight theme, Wesker Code theme, and any of them you want. For example, I want to go with Resident Evil 4 Wesker theme. We again copy the native PC folder in the original game folders. Again, we replace it, and that's it. The Mercenaries music is now changed. So that's it with the first version, and we're all done, and now we can start the game. Okay, we get back to this another version later. So now we launch the game to see the results. Without the trainer, you can only use the Wesker on Mercenaries mode or Versus mode, which we are gonna do that first.
Resident Evil 5.
The mod will change the, as you can see, the character selection picks here is Wesker and Jill, but if you go into the game, it's still showing Chris. So we need the trainer for swapping characters. So we first go to the Mercenaries mode. Wesker, as you can see, his picture is also changed. Okay, that's it. As you can see, the music is also changed. Okay, so we have all the new abilities, but it's the same gameplay as the vanilla because there's no auto dodging or million in time. So you need the trainer for it. As you can see, you lose health when you use Wesker's dash. Okay, so let's now launch the trainer. Okay, here it is. As I said, run it as administer. It takes a few seconds to recognize the game. And now, as you can see, for example, I want to use laser instead of crosshair. What else? We go to the million dodge. I will enable auto dodging and put it on full mode. And what else we want? We can use infinite dash, and I mostly enable this one, Wesker Sunglasses Fix. And if you enable this, Wesker won't lose his glasses when he gets hit. Not gonna do that for now. Okay, now we go to melee swap. As you can see, you can swap some functions to the melee moves. For example, knife. If you press the knife button instead of bringing out the knife, whatever move you choose will be performed. Okay, for example, for knife, usually use leg back. Or for taunt, I finisher front. That's it for now. Let's check it in the game. Okay, I'm pressing the taunt button. As you could see, you can also see that it's showing the laser instead of crosshair. Now let's check the auto dodge. Yes, it works. Oh my god, it's harder. Oh my god. Okay, auto dodging saved me there. Now for the finisher, and you can also swap the normal melee moves. For example, instead of head flash, you can perform finisher back when you stagger enemies when shooting in the head. Oh my god, it's hard to aim with laser, and as you can see, that guy got hit because this guy was too far. That finisher is kind of tricky to reach the enemies. And so now let's see how we can play as Wesker in story mode. So we select our chapter, for example 1-2. I want to play as Wesker here. Okay, we start the game. When you are in inventory, you can alt tap the game, and from character swap, as you can see, it's showing Chris instead of Wesker. You can choose Wesker here from here, and make sure to choose the midnight costume for this version of Wesker Boss. The other one is different, I will tell you later. And make sure to press the player 1 freeze button. Otherwise, when you go to the next checkpoints or next chapter, the game might switch back to Chris, or it might not even switch to Wesker at all. So always make sure to check this out. Okay, so now for the shovel, we obviously want Jill and the battle suit costume, and freeze for her too. Now that's it. We go to the game and press ready. You can also pick up their weapons for them. And as you can see, you can play as Wesker and Jill in story. And as you can see, Jill is the voice version, but her movements are weapon dependent. Because she's not holding her machine gun, she's walking normally. Oh my god, what's wrong with her hair? Okay, now if I restart and choose the machine gun instead of pistol, her animation will be fixed. That running animation is only working on machine gun and rifles. Keep that in mind. As you can see, her movement is now changed to what it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's quit the game. Okay, now also close the trainer and folders. Okay, now we want to install this one. Version 2 is made by URHEIM. I recommend you to uninstall the current version first and install it to a fresh game file. So as I said, we just remove these files and you just copy paste the backup you made for the original files. Okay, now the game is on its base state, and now we go with this one. Also, don't forget to install patches for trainer as well again. Okay, copy paste it. Press the replace button. Now for the version 2. Okay, when you open up the folder, you will have these folders. Okay, the first one is, as you can see, it's mentioned here. It's the backup of your game files whenever you wanted to uninstall it. If you haven't made any backup of your original games, so we don't need it right now. What we need is the first number 1 folder, Wesker Boss Pack by URHEIM. So we open it, and this one is Wesker Boss voice line. It's not needed to be copied, but doesn't make any difference if you copy it or not. And I don't know if it's the case or not, but since the recent update of the game on Steam, when I installed these 3 files, my game just keeps crashing. I don't know why. If it's my problem of my game or version. I don't know, I haven't checked for an update for this one as well. Maybe if I updated my mod it will not happen again, but for now I recommend you to just only copy this native PC folder in your game files. So you just copy it and press the replace button. Wait for the files to be copied. Okay, and this mod is way simpler than the other one, and now your Wesker mod is installed, and that's it. So the other folders, as you can see, they are all optionals. This one is for character faces, for cutscenes. For example, on the if you want your character to have the right face on game cutscenes, story mode cutscenes, you can choose it here. And if you don't really care, you just ignore this folder. For example, I want to player 2 or one. I want the player to be Jill. In our case, we choose female, Jill battle suite, and you need to copy this arc file in your game folder. And as you can see, it's not a native PC, so remember the path for it to copy it. You go to the native PC, image, archive, and event folder. You just paste it here, and because there's already a file named by it, so you just press the replace button. And same goes for the other characters and other player too. And there's also a guide for it here which will show you the path you need to copy the arc file. You can also check it out if you forgot the path. And the other two are just Wesker patches, number 1 and 2, and these are two other versions with additional animations. If you don't use this, your Wesker is basically just like the first Wesker mod I used. But if you want some more animations and special movements, I recommend you to use one of these patches, and you can only use one at a time. So I normally use number 1, so here let's go with the number 2. And you also need to you need to copy these in your, let's go from here, native PC, image, and archive. Don't go to the event folder, just copy them here. There's also other files here with the same name, so you just replace them. And that's it. So let's check it out in the game. Okay, we launched the game.
Resident Evil 5.
Okay, I just open up the trainer to directly go to the story mode. Choosing Wesker here. Okay, so this mod has the Wesker Code version and Midnight version at the same time. So the Midnight version is Wesker Code, and you want the Wesker without code, you just need to use Stars version. This is so impressive and also easier to use the both customs without copying any additional files. So for example, I go with the Stars custom for not having the codes, and also Jill we swap it too, and that's it. Let's go to the game. Also let me just change some melee moves to showcase. For example, knife to, let's pick something else. For example, okay, I go with the dash knee, and I usually use quick turn for leg front because that leg front move also. Okay, let's go to the game. Again, I pick chapter 2. Fortunately, this mod doesn't have any custom pictures here. Okay, and that's it. As you can see, when I quick turn, this is the special move. I pick leg front move, and that's the dash. I forgot to. Actually, I didn't forget. I just didn't do that. Infinite dash, automatic dodge. What was okay for knife? I choose dash knee. Let's do that. when I press the knife button, the dash knee movement will perform. Okay, so basically you are unable to use your knife when you are swapping the move, but if you just aim down the side and then press the knife button, your character will just bring out the knife as normal. If you, in any necessary situations, you wanted to use knife, you can do this instead of doing the move menu. Okay, and as you can see, the GL is the zip-up version. If you want to use the GL device, you can pick it up from the first Wesker Boss. First install the GL device. Okay, and that's it. And if you press the thanks button, there's also some custom animation like fixing the glasses, and for the command button it's this Wesker's laugh, and for sending it's 7-minute dialogue.
7 minutes is all I can spare to
The
play.
voice are so much better than the first mod. And what else? Okay, for the wait command, it's this. It's the taunting animation. And if you're okay, I don't have any grenade. If you're not holding any weapon, if you're holding nothing, ammos or grenades, okay, let me discard this. Like now, as you can see, Wesker movement will change, and now he goes, just slowly walks. And if you press the run button, he just walks normally as he would with weapon. So you cannot run like sprint like that when you're unarmed, which is a feature for this Wesker mod to have more custom animations. But it goes only forward. If you press left, it does this animation. If you hold the button, it goes forever. If you let go of the button, the animation will end. And if you press back, it's looking around for Wesker. And you press right, is this one. Okay, and so basically it's kind of hard to move around a little bit. Okay, now I'm pressing back and left at the same time. This is so weird. Okay, so basically you just need to cannot request. You need to equip your weapon to move around faster. Okay, and that's it. Yes, I think that's all you need to know. That's the Wesker Boss made by URHEIM. And if you want to have even more animations, custom animations for Wesker, you can install this Wesker Fix. These mods are all available on Re5 modding.net website. You can check it out there, and if you have any donation for the offers, you can give them away there. And all the credits are in the description, the download links. Okay, let me just check out this one too. Okay, there's also another native PC folder here. You just copy it in your game files again. Okay, that's it, just one single file. Let's quickly get back to the game and check it out. Okay, now we go with Wesker code. Oh, start one was the code one. I think it was because of the patch number 2. I never used that. Let's try midnight this time. Maybe it's now actually the midnight one. I didn't notice that first. So yes,
We owe you one.
You can thank me later. Chris.
patch number 2, the outfits are swapped. Yes, I didn't know that. I usually use the
Up there. Good luck.
patch number 1. Okay, good to know. And okay, so these animations are still the same. Oh, nice. They changed the quick turn for Wesker to this animation. It's actually so. Oh, you need to what? Oh, you need to press nothing when the animation is going, otherwise it will end. That's good. That's so funny. Okay, and okay. Oh my god, I can't move so fast. Let me equip a weapon. Okay, now I can move again. Yeah.
You can thank me later.
I think the pickup animations were changed. Let's check it out. Or maybe not. What else is changed in this fix? Oh, I think the dash animation is also changed. Let me check it out. Maybe not. Oh, let me... Wait a minute. No, not this. Let me actually check the Wesker code one because...
Kirk, we owe you
no, it's still the same. Okay, I'm not sure what has changed, but
We'll meet up there.
instead of...
Good luck.
Oh my god, this is also not changed here. Oh, only when you're unarmed. That's weird. Okay, this mod is new and I have no idea how much it changes the game, changes the animations. So, but we can check it out the website later to figure it out. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you guys now know how to play as Wesker in Resident Evil 5. If you have any question, comments, let me know in the comments, and I will wish you all a great time, a good time, and wish you the best. See you guys later. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.